Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Minecraft. A bit an amazing. I like the game, but we're playing this particularly older one because, yeah, the newer version, and especially after Caves and Cliffs, then our world kind of crashed. But we came back to this. We obviously came back, but you could see the whole beginning and all the stuff we've done. But anyway, I came back because I wanted to do a little bit of an update. We haven't played as long regularly because, well, me and my woman for a long time we used to play like every Saturday. But sometime we relax and stuff like that. And we had been building this world before I began back again on YouTube. So yeah, but before we get started in today's episode, which is more of a touring of things I have done, um, I want to say, uh, if you're on YouTube, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and leave a like on the video, and hit the bell notification. And if you're on Rumble, yes, we are on Rumble. If you only watch our Minecraft or any other thing, yes, we're on Rumble now. Don't forget to hit the comment section and like button, and follow us there as well. I usually do that better on other games. I guess my mind is scattered right now, but thank you so much if you're doing all those things. And I do enjoy Minecraft. It's a great game. It's a fun game, and I hope you enjoy it with me. Um, it can be, especially when it works and you're playing it. And this version I love. It works. I've never had a problem with it yet. So let's get going into today's video. We're just going to kind of take a tour around. That's the goal. Just kind of get in and look at stuff. Like, okay, so this is my. If you ever looked, this is my business. My woman's business is across this way. This is her business. She loved this building, so put it in for her. But anyway, it's her it's her fishing shop. Okay, that's her fishing shop. And then this is my tavern, and I may end up becoming an inn too. It wasn't going to be because there's like a community inn, but community inns. I like what I started in Harrison City, I think. So I did start in the first city, but was getting more like a big deal in Midgard. I think is where it really was like, oh, this is going to be more definitely a community inn, and that's where people could stay there for free. They don't have to ask. They don't. There's no like necessarily any waiter. And oh, let's go. Sorry, there's no any waiter. So like someone that will take care of you, and that's the only thing. But you feed yourself. You just stay the night mostly, and you can move on. Maybe you stay in town for a little bit. Maybe you're on a journey. So I want to build what across the map what I call community inns, like maybe at stops where you stop along your journey at like what you call outposts or little fortified traveling places, so you have a safe place to sleep, safe place whether you're walking or riding a horse, anything like that. So, and places, countries used to, especially places like Rome, especially now before the car, where you can almost get anywhere within 4 hours and do fairly well. I mean, it's a lot longer now to get rests in certain places and stuff like that. But but we're off the old times. We're not driving cars or anything. Maybe we can fly a bit. At least in this version, we could use Electra. The newer version, you can use like the special ghost or gas things that they come up with. And I wish I could use those, and I wouldn't mind moving this world over. But I want to make sure that the game is stable and better and all that. In some cases, it is. I'm just leery of it. I test it every once in a while to see if I can play this world in there, but yeah, we'll see. But let's get down into here. Let's get down. So this is more of an area. I kind of just jumped down here a little bit, but you could sit here. Like you could see, I've worked on it. But yeah, the idea. Let's just go over. The idea is you can sit up here, watch a show down there, and there's benches that go all the way along, except with the pillars. Like you can see, like you can't sit, and you could if you wanted to sit on the arm, but everything is kind of organized in such a way that you can kind of sit without, if you chose to sit. Now you can move forward. I would move forward if I were you, and you can kind of watch whatever's going on down there if you can see it, stuff like that. It's kind of a little weird, but that's how it is, and that's how I did it, and I think it works okay. But yeah, look at, you have tables too. These are tables to people eat at while they can listen, and then people can just come here and see what's going on the stage. And then there's more places to eat, but you can see those tables have flower pots. Now I have the clay. I've smelted the clay. Just haven't turned them into flower pots yet. I just smelt them the other day. I found a bunch of clay that I already had somewhere, and I started smelting it so I can make these clay pots to put on these tables like I did with the ones I did have. And so yeah, that's the update I want to show. And see, there's clay pots on this side, and it goes all the way. But now each floor is pretty much the same. So even the next floor, we'll go down here, except the ceiling is because I think that one's a little extra higher, but it's pretty much the same concept, all the way down. Uh, the, except for the final floor, the first two floors are pretty much exactly the same. The final floor, though, this is where things change. Now, there's also this waiting area, I guess you could say, or just a seating area. I mean, that's what I did. But you could look at this, and it's not finished. You can tell I'm still working on it. I'm still putting things in, but I'm also working underneath. So things will go in when they go in. Some things have gone in, but this is like the acting area. Here's this person comes up on stage, they can talk or whatever. This is basically the acting area. Um, I'm missing a door, obviously. I think I finished the doors, yeah, on the other side. I'm just missing a few things here. But, and look at trap doors, but there's going to be chests all the way up. And this is where they could store stuff for their performances on the other side as well, too. And then individual, like maybe special actors and stuff can have like a little area, maybe. And I don't know what I'll put in here. I may put a personal chest. I may put like a desk thing or like seating area or something. I may put something in this room a little bit to make it look at least a little decorated, even if it's just a table, like a cool table with, maybe the chest, maybe sides with the chest in the middle and some flower pots or something on the side and make it look like it has something, at least because they're small. They're small rooms. Um, I could grow it over time. Like let's say I build a bigger in area, which I've thought about. I probably would do it to grow my in business in town. But this is where I'm starting, and it's fine. Here, this has trap doors already. Where you can enter off stage, and so and people can sit down here too. See, now this is where people sit. There's still places for people to eat, except you see there's no benches along this wall. There's just benches down here, and there's nothing along this wall either. So it's just kind of like one big walkway and stuff, but up there. So then when you're up on stage, you can kind of look up to hopefully people around you up on either side, and you can do your little performance or talk or whatever you're doing here, and there you go. That's it. This is what this is. Right? So I want to do a little update because I've worked on some things, but the one update I want to do, I'm going to show you, it's outside. To me, this has been a big update. I mean, but to me, the bigger update is even outside. But here, and here, and look see, you can tell I'm digging out, and I'm already over there digging this out, and I'm gonna dig it out so I could put other stuff in here. You'll see. There, I have a plan. I can't reveal everything. Yeah, you gotta stay tuned to the videos once I do it, and who knows how long it'll take me. Sometimes I work on this when I just want to relax. I just, I'm not wanting to do a lot really. I'm not wanting to. I just want something to relax and build. So there's that. There's a cow. All right, so and that's my business, and my woman's business doesn't have, like, I think I could show. I'll show you. I don't know if I showed it in any video, but I'll show you in this one. See, our businesses are still incoming, but we're building on these. So I'm doing this down here for her. I built this build. She doesn't build really, but she does play and likes to fish and stuff. So she has a fishing shop. I don't even think do we even have anything? No, and I have to finish some of this stuff for her, so she could do more with the fishing shop and stuff like that. But I've been kind of working on mine, partly because I play more, and I've sort of worked on hers here and there. But I do plan to go under and do the same thing I did with mine in a way, but make it so she could sell more goods, has a bigger shop, and then she could probably even once we fill the shop, let it run until it's out, until it's over with, I guess you would say, or I don't know. Anyway, so let it run, maybe fill it and let it run, and it doesn't have to run off. Okay. Oh boy. Now you can see this is the old wall. Now, if you're just new to the video, this is becoming new. This is new and recent. Like the road is continuing on down here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I have so thought about I was gonna put a tree farm underground because I like doing that. But then I thought if I have to, because I'm running out of wood. That's why I started doing this, and I wanted to expand to this area. I thought about originally putting a tree farm all in here, but I have to level out the ground, and which I still do, fill in all the areas and stuff. And you could tell I'm filling in this lake and this little bit area, and redoing it. Now let's. Oh, hold on. Before we go to bed, let's do this because this is going to be quick and easy. Let's go out here. It's getting night, but look at. I used to do this. I did this in Midgard. You could see it on the channel here. In the old game section, it's probably, but I've improved gates over time like this, and it's a fiery lava. It was called the Gate of Fire or something, or someone would call it Fiery Gate. But I use lava and it lights up that area, and it's really nice. I did the first time I ever did it was in Midgard with Stone Gate and stuff like that. So yeah, it was really nice. I really like it. It's not finished though. I mean, I need to finish that area, and I have, I still need to finish, but the idea in putting it in is doing well. And then we stopped because I was like, well, I need wood. I need, of course, I need to put in other things, and this road will lead out to whatever's out here, right? So that would be nice. And maybe I extend the city. I could extend it. Like I plan to build a decent city here, at least because I feel like I always need at least one city that houses pretty much everything: food, anything you want to, plants, trees to harvest. So I may be able to expand, so to speak. And this area may end up, because it's the first area, may end up just being more of resource collecting. Because I know there'll be people start out that way because they need to get the early stuff, farming wood, farming this, and then when you get more into the city, it's more of an actual city, where the first part of the city was kind of hodgepodge mix of farming, living, maybe some of the stuff with housing, maybe some government buildings. I mean, it could vary. But I may end up doing a tree farm. I'm really seriously debating it. But we're headed down here, and see, I grow trees out here anyway. So already, as it is, as I need them. But we're headed down here. This is the long road, and you can see it goes along the wall. I could probably put stuff along here too. I may put some small businesses or housing along the wall too. But this is new. I built this. I didn't show it off. I don't know why. I just didn't. But this is a new skyscraper. And this, it doesn't have, that has more of interior, well, floors at least. This is mainly the shell of the building with no floors, at least here. The first floor, obviously, because I had to put because it's wider here at the base, and then it goes skinnier. So there is a first floor right there if you talk about the first floor. But up there, no. And we can't get up there except for if I climb up there. There's nothing inside here, just torched up for now, hoping to turn into something. There's a door to get in. Well, we can go in, but there's really nothing in here right now. See, and then we'll have to go floor by floor and build stuff. But there's nothing in the other tower has at least the floors, but there's nothing in there either. See, it's not even finished yet, and I still have to go up and finish that too. But look there you go, so cool. Anyway, I love this tower, and I need to finish up at the very top. I may put some type of building in. People can go up to the top and kind of look out maybe. And I do want to do stuff along here, maybe a weird double glass wall or something, so people could look and not jump off the wall. The reason why I put double glass is in our town, there used to be, even in actually Midgard, that's where it started, where someone would always, if you had to put double panes because someone would always find the way off and die with a single pane if you did glass. And sometimes I would do that with even fence gates, try to do double pane so people don't jump off. But I haven't finished much here. You could kind of see I'm trying to do the road, and I don't know, the road will probably continue on down there too. I haven't decided yet. It's just here right now. That may take some time to do, but again, up here there's not much that's happening up here. I just mainly wanted to show off those areas. There isn't much that's happening up here. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if you guys saw this. There is something that's going on. It's just not finished yet. And you can kind of see I laid it out. It's 5x5 building. There are people who do it on YouTube, but I did this 5x5 building, and I was working on this at one point, but then I stopped, and of course I built that, and then I did all this. I did other stuff, but I was sort of working on this, and because I need to fill in, and you could tell I was doing stuff a little bit, but this is the bathhouse, a community bathhouse, and I've had one. I think I really started one where I messed with it in Midgard. That's where I started my own. It was okay. It was good for what it was. But then later on, I had built this one in a small town. It was funny because the first time I built this particular building, this building was the biggest building in town. I mean, the bathhouse. You could know anywhere because most of the buildings we weren't building were small houses just for us to live in. We had like these cool starter houses or little starter houses, and here's this huge bathhouse that we put effort into to build. So or I put effort into to build, and I guess we got to keep clean. But now it's not, it's not the biggest building. Back then it would have been, and that town never really went much anywhere because I'd built over the years. Some things I lost. It just things happen. So I I built this. Yeah, and so now it's here, but it's not the biggest thing here. There's the skyscrapers. There's buildings equivalent to our bigger, and so yeah, there you go. And the mine isn't finished. I've shown it off, but it's still. I think I showed it off, maybe even in this state. I'm not sure, but it's still not in the state it was. That interesting. What was I doing here? So yeah, I gotta finish this off because there's that. Unless this is something I'm not. I don't even know what that is, because I have this. This is the rail, and then I have this. This is going down the stairs. Interesting. I may have had a plan for that. Oh no, I do have a plan for that. I remember what this is. This is where the rail cart would be stored. So the rail carts will come up here, probably knock up against this wall. You jump out, and then you can jump in or whatever, and then electrify the thing and go do and ride the cart all the way down and yeah, down to the mine. So I think that's what that's for. Okay. Anyway, well, at least it's been a while. That's why I need to finish stuff. I need to finish some stuff because it has been a while. I just started playing yesterday a bit more, and then I still need to finish that house over there, and then my friend's castle is up there, and hopefully he'll finish it. If he doesn't, I may have to, at least make it look covered and finished, and then finish his garden thing. I don't plan on it's not nothing on my list right now, but everything else is pretty good. Of course, I have this cactus farm. I believe I've showed it off in another video. I need a cactus one time. See, that's what I'm trying to get is getting these stuff so I could get the resources I need. See, now it's building up. I had to use it for dye for the skyscraper. At first, I was growing it and then just harvesting it by hand. And then I was like, I know I can make this easier. Do I have the stuff I need to make it? And I did. And I ended up making this and said, wow, and I could go off and do other things. And that's what I like about if you can make automatic farms, especially easy ones. You could, instead of spending my time harvesting cactus, it's automatically doing it for me. I just run off and do something else. And I don't have to worry about it. And it makes good sense. Or if I do, like on some things on this one, I didn't like some of the automatic stone. So I would still build like a sugarcane farm that was supposed to be semi-automatic and all, but at least all I had to do is run by once in a while, press a button, and it didn't take much off of me to do that. So yeah, there you go. And there's the tower. I mean, we'll see what we do. I need to finish the inside of these. I do, but the problem is I run out of wood constantly, and so because I'm building, especially when I'm building underground, like I am. So I mean, I was going to build a wood farm underground because that's what I really thought I was going to do, and that was going to be the best method. I thought about doing on top of ground and stuff. I haven't fully decided, but I'm almost beginning with the way I'm doing things. Now, I don't mind doing farms underground. I don't mind doing wood underground either because I've done it, especially in this version. I've done it quite a few times because it saves city space above ground to do other stuff instead of growing stuff or doing buildings like this where you grow multi-level farms instead of putting huge tracts of land where you're growing sugarcane where it take like a huge amount of land to wall off. I just did it in this building, right? And so I grow quite a bit. So and I could do a lot of the automatic farms underground, and it's better for me. Now everybody's each their own, but to me, if I have farms within at least a good radius or within the same area, it's easier. You know where they are. You just go to them and then harvest the stuff. So that's kind of my goal. But I may try to turn this into a tree farm. I've thought about it several times where I could build like another sawmill. I have basically a sawmill over there. It's a small one and a storage place for it. I've thought about it. I really have. But because that's a small area and I grow the trees I don't use a lot, like jungle and the dark oak, because I don't use them a lot. but if I grew more, I probably would eventually build more with them. But I would use that one for the rest of the trees I do have, which is spruce. I have all the trees right now because I don't really have a savanna, which savanna technically is in this one, and I think there's another one too. But I don't have those trees, so at least the savanna ones. I don't even have a savanna, so um, so I plan like here. See, this is a small because I need the wood at the time, so I was just using this and cutting out whatever tree I want. But I end up cutting more birch, so I just grow birch pretty much. And then there's some dark. There's only one dark oak. I want to do more, but I may have to build a farm up above ground and just wood farm. Like here you go. This is small. I found this on YouTube. And sometimes it's easier. And I did adapt it to my own though. I did change things, so it was theirs, but with my ideas attached to it. So I mean, mainly I used it for the building, and I even changed that a little bit since. But here you go, some storage, the tight workspace. But it's fun. I liked it. I like the idea because if you have a small town and you really don't want a lot, like maybe your small town is too small, and you just don't want huge stuff. Maybe you just, or maybe you wanted this as part of your little farm you built or something. You just want to like look like there was a wood place. This is kind of nice, and this is kind of nice in this little area, and it fits. And I'm growing wood, but I may turn this into a dark oak slash jungle wood operation because I may use go and try to grow birch in a fenced off area, which wouldn't be a bad thing, and maybe build a bigger tree farm because I want to build all these cool things, but sometimes you gotta kind of get the starting stuff, which I have in a lot of ways. But get like what I mean by the starting stuff is get a lot of the where you could able to collect the resources you need to build the stuff. Like I have pumpkins, huge area. I have sugarcane. I have lots of food. So some of it I just need to pick, and eventually I need to go through and just. And I have farms I'm growing, and then there's some people would have individual farms over here. Some of the little houses have like at least a wheat field, and like up there's a massive wheat field up there. So I mean, on top of that apartment building for those people, and then you know, yeah, there's some houses in here that most of the houses I think in here have places to grow. So there you go. Um, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my video today. Let's get my view. I hope you guys enjoyed my video today. I'll keep you updated as best I can and what I do, especially if I build more. But right now it's been slow. Hopefully I could do more than what I'm doing now. I did start on that wall, but like I said, I ran out of. You run out of stuff, and sometimes like clearing out underground areas to build and stuff like that. I didn't run out of stone so much or anything like that. But I ran out of wood. I run out of wood. And plus, you see some of the buildings are built out of wood, with stone and things like that. Some of them will start with stone and end up with wood, and so I have mix. But I still takes wood to even smelt the stone that I use when I use stone bricks and all that stuff. So anyway, it's going to take time, but it's been a while, and so I just kind of and I had done some things, and I didn't want to show off. I did want to show it off eventually. I just didn't know when, and so it was kind of cool. It's kind of cool to do that. It's a different video to do, and so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my little Minecraft tour. Oh, there's a cow coming into my frame, and yeah, I hope to see you guys next time, and I hope to continue adding on to our town slash city. Uh, I don't know what to say. Just that. Thank you so much, and um, hopefully we can come back with more updates and cool builds. And I want to say God bless you. Until next time, I want to say bye for now.